Well, y'all, I was not feeling well this morning. When I woke up at 6, I was not well. And my husband, he was already awake. He was already downstairs and he started making breakfast. So I come downstairs and he's like, "You have nothing to do. Go back to bed. Get better." I'm like, "Okay." So I came back up and I went back to bed. What else could I do? So I'm finally starting to move now. I was not feeling well when I first woke up from going back to sleep at 6. Not well at all. My gut, I think I have like a really, really horrible flu. It's hurting my gut, my throat, and my lungs a little bit. I think I might be getting bronchitis. I'm pretty sure I'm getting bronchitis. So yeah, I gotta be super careful. I don't want pneumonia, so I've only had it once, and it was not fun. I couldn't breathe. It was horrible. So I gotta be careful. Other than that, I do have to go shopping today, for bananas because Johnny's requesting banana bread again. He really, really liked it. So did the boys. They said it tasted like cake. I did a very good job on that one. I'm going to do it again. But I can't make them until the bananas ripen, so I have to wait for them to ripen first. So I'm buying the bananas today, and I have to wait a couple days before I can make it. So like possibly Monday or Tuesday I'll be making banana bread again, which gives me enough time to get better. But yeah, so I'm gonna drink some coffee. I gotta go downstairs and take my dose, and then I'm going to attempt to make lunch and clean as much as I can. And try to do the dishes. I'll have the boys sweep the floor for me. And then I'm going to sew. Relax on my chair and sew so that I can work on getting better. Now, oh wait, I gotta think about dinner. I was gonna do meat pie. No, I was gonna do chicken pot pie and surprise Johnny. Oh yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make chicken pot pie and surprise Johnny. Am I getting pink eye again? Sometimes when I get sick, I get pink eye because of my psoriasis. Guys, I am not well, but I'm going to try. Good thing I still have the clothes that I was going to wear yesterday that I never got into because I felt like I got hit by a train. Today I don't feel quite like that. I feel like I got hit by a bus, but better than a train. So coffee, get dressed, lunch, clean a little bit, and I'm going to go shopping because I need to get chicken so I can make chicken pot pie. Oh, and I got to find a recipe on Pinterest. Pinterest is my best friend for recipes. Johnny doesn't even understand. They have like the best recipes. Every single thing I make, I get from Pinterest. He loves it. So I gotta go get chicken pot pie recipe. No, my nose. Okay, I gotta go. I'll be back in a little bit. Tiny bit. We're going shopping. Because I gotta get things.
No worries. Look, he's poking me and touching me and stuff. See, he looks like someone who'll do that. And that raccoon over there is creepy.
Hello, everyone. We're going to have another fun-filled day filled with feminist comments and twisted Bible scriptures. On today's show, we're going to see a lot of mistranslations, misinterpretations, twisting of scripture, unbiblical teachings, and perversion of scriptures. First up, we have Elizabeth, who didn't even understand what I was trying to say yesterday, but thankfully, my last comment to her, she never commented back because I think she finally understood that she was not logically thinking. And this is because I was not saying what she thinks I was saying. I was not condoning any kind of bad behavior from men, disgusting, perverted behavior from men. And she thinks that I am a miserable woman, but I'm actually very happy. I'm a very happy woman. You guys know how happy I am. Right now, I am sick because I have bronchitis. I'm going to be coughing soon, which would suck, but, you know, it happens. Anyway, so this is what I said right here. And I really, 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 really like the last comment I gave to her because it really expresses what I'm trying to actually say that she really misinterpreted. She was just reacting. She wasn't responding. She was reacting. And that was the problem with the conversation between me and her. A lot of the time, these feminists, they react. They don't respond. And I respond. You know what I mean? I read what they say, and then I think about a logical explanation for what I'm trying to convey. So I respond. I don't react. You understand what I'm saying? If I feel like I'm about to react, I walk away. I go do something and then I come back later to try and do it again. I try not to react when I respond. You know what I mean? So it was really, really hard to get her to think logically and like, I don't know. I think it's because it's such a inflated conversation. You know what I mean? Like it has been so inflated in the media and propaganda. And I think that's the problem with most of what feminists are reacting about is that it's an inflated subject. You know what I mean? Like it's been thrown into gasoline with like all the possible inflammatory agents that you can throw on top, and then literally lit a match or a gigantic fire and just let it burn. You know what I mean? And that's what's going on. That's literally what's going on in most of these conversations. So this is my last comment to her, which you'll see the whole thing in a moment. I thought this was the perfect response to what she was saying because she wasn't listening. You know what I mean? Sorry, guys, I have mucus. So here we go. I'm going to read it to you because it really does make a lot of sense, okay? Or maybe being decent is to actually lock your house up when you leave, lock your doors in the car when you leave, and take your keys with you, and don't leave your purse unattended for any reason. Don't flaunt what you have and expect no one to want to steal it. Like you said, some people are just evil. Therefore, you should make sure you're not being inviting for someone else to feel they were invited, whether explicitly spoken or not. You know what I mean? Like, people are sick. This is what I was saying yesterday. Sick people are going to be sick. Criminals are going to be criminals. They don't have a moral standard. They don't have high standards. They're going to do whatever they want anyway. You know what I mean? So it's the same argument over and over and over again. Well, can we control criminals who steal cars, break into homes, steal purses? This is what I was simply saying. It's a logical argument. If we can't control criminals, how are we supposed to control sick men? It doesn't matter, you know, it doesn't really matter, right? But for the majority of men, it should be a respect thing. You should be respecting your body and not just dressing, you know, provocatively and so scantily, and then being upset when you get catcalled or some kind of, attention for it. Like, what did you expect, to be honest? You know what I mean? Like, if you don't want to be catcalled, you don't want any kind of attention from men, then don't wear tube tops with mini shorts and have your butt hanging out. Don't wear mini skirts and bend over in public places. It should be common sense. I don't understand. It should be common sense. I don't understand. It's giving me a headache. This is what I'm talking about. The illogical. It's mental what's going on. There's no logic. What happened to simple logic? Like common sense? I don't understand what happened to society that there's no more common sense. You know what I mean? Like, if you want to know how degraded a culture is, all you have to do is turn on the TV and you'll see. It is debased. It's depraved. It is godless, and it is going to hell in a handbasket. Quite literally. And I don't know. I'm glad that there's a new wave of women, a newer generation teaching younger generations, so that we don't have to keep going around in the same old pattern that we've been going through since the sexual revolution. You know what I mean? We're going to have a new breed of homemakers and traditional wives and biblical womanhood just exploding right now. We're exploding, and it's really, really nice to see younger women getting involved in this and teaching even younger women and their daughters. You know what I mean? And I'm teaching my boys how to look for a proper woman, that I don't want them to go after someone who's going to be a feminist. You know what I mean? Because the feminist is just going to try to dominate him, change him, ridicule him, break him down, and kill his spirit. And I don't want that for him. You know, my sons deserve to have a woman who will honor him and respect him and serve him and honor themselves and their bodies. You know what I mean? Dress modestly and beautifully, femininely, you know? And that's all I want for my boys, you know? And I'm teaching my boys how to respect women and how to treat their wives the way Christ treated the church, you know? But that doesn't mean that he has to submit to her, and that doesn't mean that they're equals. He is the head of the house, and my boys will know this. You're the head of the house. You're the king of your domain. She is the heart of the home. She is the CEO. When you leave her in charge. She's in charge when you leave. When you come home, you're in charge. And that's the way it should be. And when they find a woman that they want to marry, I will mentor each one of them. I will be glad and proud to do it. It will be my honor to mentor them women into biblical womanhood. Absolutely. And I cannot wait. It's going to be amazing. I've heard some really good stories about daughter-in-laws who really, really embrace biblical womanhood with the mother-in-law. And I just really can't wait. I just can't wait. It's going to be wonderful. I'm going to take them out to high tea, take the girls out for hair done. We're going to get our nails did. We're going to do all the girly things. Pedicures, manicures. We're going to do it, you know? I'm so excited to be able to do that with my boys' future wives. I just can't wait to teach them how to dress really femininely. Show them some nice things they can do with their hair. Oh, I almost coughed. But yeah, I have some really, really amazing plans for the future wives of my children. And I'm going to teach them all they need to know about everything babies. You know what I mean? Because I love children. So most likely I'll help, and I'll want to like let the mom rest after the baby's born. So I'll probably spend a lot of time with babies. And of course, I won't be stepping on their parenting toes at all. They can choose to do whatever they want as parents, but I will teach her that, you know, how to like notice the cues and whatnot, so that I would help her. Newborns is very fickle. It's usually you just can tell, but once she learns her baby, it'll take a week or so. Once she learns the baby, I won't have to tell her, oh, he's hungry, oh, he's wet, or whatever, you know. She'll just know. And yeah. And then, of course, if the child gets sick, I'll help. I'll tell her what we used to do when they were sick, and just simply help her with all the natural remedies and whatnot. She doesn't need to go to the doctor every sniffle. You know what I mean? And yeah. And I'll definitely be advocating for my grandchildren not to be vaccinated. Definitely none of that. We are Advent anti that. You know, pew pew, no pew pews in our family. Never. So yeah, I'll be helping her with that. And we have some lawyer friends too, if we need them. But other than that, I thought that these comments were very, very telling for the most part, because you'll see very soon that there's this one woman who was just so vulgar, just so like inappropriate and so unladylike. It was really, really appalling, the things that she was saying to me. And when I asked her why she was talking to me like that, she just kept talking to me like that, so immaturely. And it was just really, really disturbing to see how immature these feminists are. And then they're trying to tell me to grow up. Excuse me, I'm already grown and I'm talking like a woman. You are the one that's out of line here and talking very, very immaturely like a child. And this is what I mean by dealing with toddlers. It's like I'm dealing with toddlers with these women, because they're so... They just take tantrums. They just have so many tantrums. Anyway, I had to bleep out most of what she was saying because it was just so disgusting. Nobody would want to read what she was saying. No one, I'm telling you. And it's coming up very, very soon. It's just disturbing. Anyway, if you encounter feminists like this, I suggest you just do what I did and ask them, why are they talking like that? Do they think that that's the proper way to talk to someone? Do they think it's mature? Do they think it's ladylike? Do they think that it's getting their point across? Do you think that they're going to win hearts that way? And that's just basically how I kept asking questions. This is the woman here. She was just really, really vulgar. Just watch this. Just terrible. I don't even understand. Like, who raised this woman? Who raised this woman? Because whoever did a really bad job. They did not do their role right. That parent was not good parent. Did not have good parenting skills at all. Sorry guys, you have to remember I'm not feeling that great right now, so my brain's a little fuzz a little bit, okay? Sorry. But yeah. Anyway, there's another one that I have to do a separate video about because it is a false preacher. It's a man. falsely preaching. And so I have to do that in a separate video because I have to just dive into all the wrong with his freaking comments, okay? All the wrong. And he's trying to like cunningly and subtly change my thinking into a feministic way of thinking. And I'm just like, no. And you'll see, I put him in his place. Whether it works or not, I don't know. But I put him in his place. I literally tell him, you're wrong. You're twisting what I'm saying. And then I just tell him how it is. Like, what you're saying is completely wrong. This is what I mean when I say this. This is what it's supposed to mean when we do this. Blah, 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 blah. And I explain it to him. Because clearly he doesn't understand biblical context and biblical lesson for women, you know? He's trying to teach a woman from a man's perspective, which he's not doing very well. And he's preaching wrong. It's just false preaching. Complete vulgarness coming from this woman. Why are you so vulgar? I said. I'm not going to blah, 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 blah. Why are you talking to me like this? I said. And then she says even more. It's just terrible. I don't understand why she thought that this was okay. It's just not okay. It's the most disturbing, disgusting way I've ever been talked to by a woman. Ever. I can't even understand how she could just walk around talking like that. You know what I mean? It's just disgusting. But yeah, so I'll have to do a separate video for the man, the false preacher. And I want everyone to mark and avoid him because he is not teaching biblically at all. He is teaching very liberal views on what the Bible actually teaches. Watered down. Watered, like completely. It's mostly water. There's nothing. There's no blood. There's no meat. There's no milk. It's just water, okay? It's completely watered down. There's no substance from the Bible in what he's teaching whatsoever. So just mark and avoid. You know what I mean? Just dust off your feet. Mark and avoid. That's what I had to do with some of these feminists. Mark and avoid. So, yeah, other than that, I'm hoping that everybody got to go and see the posts that I shared yesterday from Lori Alexander. I still have to do one post for today. And I hope that you guys went and read my blog from yesterday, the brand new one, which was in the beginning of this. I really put a lot of time into it, and I hope that it was an encouragement and that people enjoyed reading my blog, because I really put a lot of love into it and a lot of like Holy Spirit, definitely. I really thought about what I was trying to say, what I was trying to convey, and I think I did pretty good on that one. And I really, really liked having fun doing a history lesson that not very many people know about. But I'm that old that I remember that still in school, like when I was little. And
that's bullish.
What happened? Anyway, I just thought I would bring this video to ya. And now I'm gonna go write out my recipes into my recipe book, and we're gonna be making chicken pot pie in an hour. So I can't wait. I'm excited. I've never made chicken pot pie before. It's going to be a lot of fun. And don't worry, I'll do time lapse and then show you guys the most beautiful food ever, because I just love cooking. I love it. Love, 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 love cooking. Can you tell I love homemaking? See you guys in a bit. Oh, it smells so good. Doesn't it?
Let's let that cool.
Chicken pot pie. I did it.
You did it.
I made a chicken pot pie, y'all.
Close the door now?
Yep, I did it. It smells amazing. Chicken pot pie.
It's the right consistency.
Well, it smells so good. I don't understand.
It's fucking chicken pot pie.
Is it beautiful? You love it?
It thickened up nice. Man, that's a lot of chicken.
But it's perfect? Good. Man approved. Well, y'all, it's that time of evening when I say goodnight because it's quite late and I gotta get to bed so that I can get up early for Mass. So I shall see y'all in the morning. I'll probably be groggy and barely awake, but you'll definitely see me in the morning. See you soon. Good night. Sleep tight. See y'all in the morning. Later for now.